Okay, this may be a short video, but an important one. As you can see, the chassis is on its own wheels, and we're up at the shop where I'm building the cab. Today, we are actually going to marry the two together. So this will be I'll call it exciting time. It's just something that I couldn't wait to do, of course. As you can see, the spacer in the wheels. There we have the PTO knuckles for the for the independent suspension. We've got the coilover shocks. Now these are not the springs that'll stay in it. The ones I'll get are going to need to be a higher weight load, and they're going to have to be chrome. We can't go without that. You can see a pocket that they fit into, and then in the end of the tube you can see the connection. It needed to be there for the proper location point. And I know that I probably showed this already, but here's the front end with the chrome coilovers. As you can see, we are at the point of putting the cab on. Now, I just wanted to show you a few other little details. To be able to handle doing all this and getting things together, the first thing is you need a pulley. Now this is not just a pulley, this is a harmonic balancer that's a liquefied balancer, and it's supposedly the top of the line. This balancer was made specifically for flathead V8s of the era that I have, so it's definitely engineered for it. I'm not going to pull these out. You've seen the electric power steering with the rack and pinion. Over here is a Holley alternator, 150 amps, and over here is the air conditioning compressor. I need both of them to be able to build the front mounting system for those two pieces. And here's a little sort of a side note. This is going to go on the truck, but not in the way you might think. I got a turbo. Well, actually I have two turbos. It's I'm going to try using it to scavenge the exhaust. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to leave them on there to work as my muffler and just have that sound of the whistle of the turbo. Later on, if I'm not happy with my carburetors, or if I just feel like having a change, I will go to port fuel injection and turbocharging. So at that point, then they'll actually be usable, although I won't be able to do much with boost because the engine's just not designed to handle a lot of boost. I think they said about 5 pounds is actually max for this motor. So, you know, you have problems with head sealing and things like that. You can't, you know, it costs a lot to re-engineer just for that purpose. So that's pretty much where we're at. Oh yes, and this was something that made me way nervous. These wheels spin perfectly. There's no wobble, there's no out around. I was really happy with that. And when I was towing it down the road, it rode as smooth as could be. Now, of course, those soft shocks helped that because had they been stiff shocks, then when we hit bumps, it would have bounced. But the shock is about the right amount for the weight that's there. Oh, one more thing. Take a guess how much it weighs, just as you see it sitting there. Well, it's 1,164 pounds, which is a bit high. However, it is a truck, and the rest of the truck is probably not going to have the weight like it would have had it, had it been stock. And so today we'll just roll the motor out of the way. I don't remember if I showed you this. There is my overdrive. It's from Gear Vendors, about the only company that I know of making them at this point. It'll handle over 900 horsepower. But for me, of course, I'm not worried about that point. But what I do like about it is the way it works. And the fact is I now have 6 speeds. Every gear is split almost exactly in the middle. So I go from first low to first high, second low to second high, third low, and then I'm in overdrive. So that's a pretty significant improvement, especially since this is going to be a truck, and even though I don't plan on pulling a lot with it, the fact that I have a low horsepower engine compared to today's engines, that can add a lot of help for getting a load started down the road. So there we go. Next video, you'll see the cab on the chassis. And remember, even though it looks like it, I'm not childish. I'm at a higher level of immaturity. See ya.